Everyone, I'm back for a quick update. So first we're going to talk about Public Image Limited and Johnny Rotten. I've been thinking about him a lot lately because he was the first person, I'm just going to go to this real quick. He was the first person to out Jimmy Savile publicly. I mean, he did it in 1978. This is unbelievable. And he was a very brave man to do that. And he's been very outspoken. He's never shut up. And it's one of the reasons I didn't like him for a long time. I used to work for a music festival here in the city for about 12 years. And he was actually a guest at the music festival one year. And he was very rude to everyone. And I was just like, wow, he's such a jerk. But I totally get it now. I completely understand because I didn't know about any of that business back then. And now I'm actually really impressed and kind of blown away by him. So today I decided to have a quick look at some of the songs. I'm not a big Sex Pistols fan. It's just not my kind of music. But I thought, you know, PIL, they were pretty cool. That was all new wave. And maybe they were pretty awesome. So again, I don't know. It's not really my kind of music. But I saw this song, Rise. Happens to be the name. It's the title of the same titles as a song by The Cult that I mentioned yesterday. Or not yesterday, because I actually did the video a couple weeks ago, but I actually published it. I think it was today I actually published. I think I hit publish today. But anyway, it's the same title song. It's the same name of the song. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what this one's about. So I had a look at the lyrics, and here we are. We're just going to have a quick look right here. Oops. And I'm just going to write lyrics in there and go a little faster there. So very interesting. So the song itself is a bit bizarre for some people. I suppose there would be lots and lots of people that would really like that song, but it's not really my style. And the lyrics just blow me away, though. And especially the way he delivers the very first line. I could be wrong. I could be right. And he kind of does this like emphasis, right? It's so interesting. And then you know what? He was right. He was 100% right. People should be listening to him properly a long time ago. This is the part that kind of blew me away. They put a hot wire to my head because of the things I didn't said and made these feelings go away, model citizen in every way. Well, it didn't go away because he never shut up about this stuff. Very interesting business. Anyway, there's lots of people that argue, well, you know, John Lydon now lives in a big fat mansion in Beverly Hills or LA or wherever he lives. So he was really outspoken for a long time about this stuff. I'm wondering if someone else who has a bit of money might have helped him out a little bit and kept him safe because he was in the music industry and he didn't shut up and he knew a lot of stuff. And what's very interesting is pretty much as soon as DJT was elected, Johnny Rotten defended him and said that he saw him as a possible friend because of the way he dealt with celebrities and royalty. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Hillary Clinton roast that Donald Trump did, but it is very awesome. I mean, it is all kinds of superhero level awesome trolling, just spitting the truth. And this is the thing. So part of the reason I got into this is because The Cult, when they originally came out, they were a punk band. They were super into punk, and that's what they did, and that's who they were, and that's how they identified. And it was all about, if you don't like it, it's still the dirty truth, and I'm going to shove it in your face anyway. And they kept that attitude for a long time, which is why they were so difficult, personality-wise, I think, even though they were kind of getting into the mainstream. So I don't know, but, you know, punk, I'm having a brand new respect, and not punk like Green Day punk, like the punk, but real, actual, raw, the first generation of punk, what punk really was, which was the angry voice against the establishment. Now, those people identify as Antifa, and they basically are the establishment. They're the angry voice and muscle for the establishment. So there you go. So that's about that. Now, this is kind of the reason I started doing the video right now. Now, California has had a power outage. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that any city, right now, any major city that does a power outage, there was a Q quote. You know what, I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway, all the power outages that you're going to see in the cities, I think, are to do with taking out more and more of these people involved in the scandalous Epstein type business. So there's a lot of people theorizing that the power outage in New York was to do with that. They were trying to secure him so that nobody could suicide him or concide him. And I have a feeling that California is undergoing the same thing. So if you live in a pretty big city and the power goes out, I do believe there was a QCOM a long time ago that said we are in control. When the power goes out, we are still in control. Patriots in control. So don't worry too much. You know, there's some stuff happening. And then a last quick thing. I've been watching the IPOT channel. I'm going to see if I can, oh, it doesn't just automatically come up. IPOT. This dude, he's hilarious. He's been following all of these dog tweets that have been happening, coming from the Democratic Party about dogs, you know, this, that, and the other. And I was looking up lyrics to a different song earlier, and it came up with Florence and the Machine, The Dog Days Are Over. And number one, that is one hell of a creepy video. Oh my goodness, like ridiculously creepy. And number two, the lyrics for this one are very interesting. Let me see if I can get it on here. Dog days are over. Lyrics. Okay, so here we go. It's just very creepy, the lyrics. Dog days are over, the dog days are done. The horses are coming, so you better run. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father, run for your children, for your sisters and brothers. Leave all your love and your longing behind. You can't carry it with you if you want to survive. I'm getting goosebumps. We're in a heat wave and I'm getting goosebumps. This is really creepy. This girl is even creepier. I don't know what her problem is, but anyway, sorry. When I say that, I mean this thing. But there you go. The horses, what? The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? You know? And when you see it, the video, and you listen to the song, you're like, wow. So I don't know. You might hear a lot from me right now. I used to be really into music and celebrities and all this stuff, and it's all coming up now, right? All the shows we used to watch, sci-fi and this, that, and all the truth that they used to plant in the entertainment industry, it's all coming back around. So I'm very interested. And another person that kind of I used to love but is suddenly starting to make me wonder is Goldfrapp. I'm very interested to figure her out a little bit more. And if anybody's a taker on this, I think it's really important that somebody look into Bob Geldof and the whole Band-Aid scandal, because that was a scandal. That was a real-time scandal. That money did not go to those people. And Bob Geldof got a knighthood, and 3 people surrounding his family were suicided. So Michael Hutchins, who was his ex-wife's new lover, she then went, and then their oldest daughter, Peaches Geldof, all suicided. So there should be somebody having a dig around Bob Geldof, and I think that should be me to start it. But if anyone's going to help me out, that would be amazing. One thing to note, another little connection here, is that Ian Astbury was actually in the studio, the BBC studio, during the Band-Aid live performance. And if you watch the beginning of when when Queen comes out, because the Queen, of course, this was their big comeback moment, and of course, oh, it was just a coincidence, and da-da-da-da-da. Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, if you were to watch the entire thing, you would see him smoking away like I thought that was actually really obnoxious before I knew any of this stuff. I thought that was pretty obnoxious. He's the only person smoking in the studios at the BBC, but he's smoking away during the live feed of Band-Aid. So really interesting stuff. Connections everywhere. I mean, maybe people were placed places early on so that they could be used later. I mean, I don't know. And we are supposed to keep an open mind about all this, but it's not looking good for a lot of people. Anyway, I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to have a great day, guys. Stay cool, and I'll talk to you when we need to. Okay.